Have you ever pondered the intriguing notion of the chosen one? It's a concept that tickles the mind and stirs the soul. The chosen one is not merely a term coined in fantasy novels or in the scriptures of old, but it's a spiritual identity, a divine calling that transcends the physical realm. Imagine a decade-long spiritual journey, 10 years, a number that holds profound significance in the spiritual realm. It represents completeness, the end of a cycle, and the beginning of a new one. The number 10 is a symbol of divine order and balance, and it's no coincidence that it often marks pivotal moments on the path of the chosen one. This journey is not one of chance, but of divine timing, a decade of preparation, of growth, of healing. It's a journey that may have seemed filled with silence, distance, and even trials, but in truth it was a time of spiritual evolution, a time where both the chosen one and another significant soul were being refined, matured, and prepared for a reunion of cosmic proportions. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, understands that the path to divine convergence is not a straight line. It's a winding road, filled with twists and turns, ups and downs, moments of joy and periods of challenge. But these are not obstacles, rather stepping stones, guiding the chosen one to their divine destiny. Along this journey, there may have been moments of doubt, moments of fear, moments where the chosen one questioned their path, their purpose. But rest assured, these moments were not in vain. They were part of the growth, the evolution, the preparation. They were the chisel that shaped the diamond, the fire that forged the steel. So as we delve deeper into this spiritual journey, remember this: the journey of the chosen one is not one of loss or punishment, but of preparation. It's a journey that leads to a divine convergence, a meeting of souls that has been orchestrated by the heavens themselves. The journey of the chosen one, dear listener, is often marked by trials and tribulations, yet it leads to a divine convergence. A convergence that is not just a reunion of two souls, but a fulfillment of a sacred promise and divine assignment. The past 10 years, seemingly filled with silence and distance, were not years of loss, but rather a spiritual chrysalis. They were not years of punishment, but of profound preparation, a time of metamorphosis where you, the chosen one, were being nurtured, refined and readied for the remarkable journey ahead. Imagine a caterpillar, enveloped in its chrysalis, seemingly dormant to the outside world. Yet within this protective shell, a transformation of epic proportions is taking place. Similarly, your journey of the past decade was not marked by inactivity or stagnation, but by a deep, internal evolution. There were trials, yes, but each one was a chisel, sculpting you into the person you were destined to become. Each challenge you faced was a test, not to break you, but to make you stronger, wiser, and more resilient. The silence, the solitude, the distance, they were not punishments, but opportunities for introspection and self-discovery. They were the fertile soil in which the seeds of your spiritual growth were planted and nurtured. Your resilience, your strength, your wisdom, they were not born out of ease and comfort, but out of adversity and challenge. These 10 years were a time of healing, a time to mend the wounds of the past, to let go of old resentments and hurts, and to embrace forgiveness. This was a time of reflection, a time to look within, to understand your true self, your desires, your dreams, your purpose. And most importantly, these years were a time for you to evolve independently, to grow into your own, to mature as an individual. For it is only when we are whole within ourselves that we can truly connect with others on a deeper, more meaningful level. So, let there be no regret, no bitterness about these 10 years of seeming separation. For they were not years of loss, but of profound and necessary preparation. They were the cocoon from which you, the chosen one, are now ready to emerge, stronger, wiser, and more radiant than ever before. Through these years of apparent separation, you were being prepared for a sacred reunion. The universe has a unique way of communicating through memories, songs, dreams, and intuitive feelings. In this vast cosmic dance, signs have been appearing to you, dear friend. They may have seemed like mere coincidences, but let us assure you, they are far from it. Each memory that has resurfaced, each song that has stirred your soul, each dream that has painted vivid images in your slumber, and each intuitive feeling that has brushed against your consciousness, they are all divine signals. Picture this. You're walking down a familiar street and suddenly a memory from a decade ago floods your mind. It's not the physical place that triggers it, but something unseen, something divine. Or perhaps you're sitting in silence when a song, one that holds significance from the past, plays out of nowhere. It's not a random radio frequency, but a divine frequency, tuning you into a higher message. Then there are the dreams, those beautiful, mysterious dreams. You see faces, places, and experiences that seem so real, so close, yet so far. These are not mere figments of imagination, but divine visions, giving you a glimpse of what is to come. And let's not forget the intuitive feelings, those quiet whispers of your soul that guide you, nudge you, and sometimes even shake you. You feel a pull, a magnetic force, drawing you towards something or someone. This isn't just an emotional impulse, but a divine impulse, leading you towards your destiny. These signs are not random occurrences, they are divinely orchestrated, intricately woven into the fabric of your life, guiding you towards an impending, divine meeting. They are preparing your spirit, aligning your soul, and stirring your heart for a reunion that is so much more than a mere meeting. It is the fulfillment of a sacred promise, a divine assignment that has been 10 years in the making. These signs, dear listener, are whispers from the universe, indicating the nearing of a divine reunion. The divine reunion is not a return to the past, but the fulfillment of a sacred promise. As we embark on this divine journey, it's important to understand that this reunion is not about reliving past memories or emotions. It's not about nostalgia or longing for what once was. Rather, it's about a spiritual alignment, a reconnection of two souls that transcends the physical realm. This divine reunion is a powerful spiritual awakening, a meeting of two souls that have been patiently refined and prepared over the past decade. They have grown, healed, and evolved separately, yet they have been divinely orchestrated to meet again at this precise moment. This is not a coincidence, but a divine appointment. It is a sacred dance between destiny and divine timing. Now, imagine a magnet. Just as a magnet irresistibly draws iron filings toward it, so too does this divine reunion draw these two souls together. It's a magnetic pull that's been preserved and protected by divine forces, a connection that's been waiting patiently in the wings, ready to come to the fore when the time is right. This reunion is purposeful, bringing not only restoration, but also a supernatural financial breakthrough. It's not about chaos or confusion, but about clarity, peace, and purpose. It's about fulfilling a divine assignment that's been waiting quietly, patiently, for the right moment to reveal itself. Throughout this journey, you may have experienced signs of this impending reunion. Perhaps you've had repeated memories, heard certain songs, had dreams, or felt intuitive nudges. These are not coincidences, but divine signals, guiding lights, leading you toward this divine reunion. They are whispers from the universe, assuring you that this reunion is on its way. So as this divine reunion approaches, remain open, patient, and spiritually ready. Trust in divine timing. Trust that you are standing on the edge of a spiritual and financial breakthrough. Trust that the past decade of silence, distance, and trials were years of preparation, not loss or punishment. The awaited reunion is not about rekindling old emotions, but about stepping into your divine assignment. Embrace this divine reunion, for it is not just a meeting of two souls, but the fulfillment of a sacred promise. As the chosen one, you are now entering a season of spiritual clarity, peace, and divine restoration. This is a season of revelation, where the fog of uncertainty lifts and the path ahead becomes clear. It's a season where peace reigns, a peace that surpasses all understanding, a peace that infuses every corner of your soul. It's a season of divine restoration, where the fragments of your past are mended and your spirit is rejuvenated. In this season, it is essential to remain open, patient, and spiritually ready. Open to the changes that are about to unfold, patient, as the divine timeline unravels at its own pace. Spiritually ready for the influx of spiritual wealth that's about to grace your life. This reunion of two souls, refined by time and trials, is not a mere emotional reconnection. It's a divine appointment. It's a sacred promise being fulfilled. It's a divine assignment reaching its fruition. This reunion will bring clarity, peace, and purpose. It will not bring chaos or confusion. It will bring restoration and a supernatural financial breakthrough. You may have experienced repeated memories, heard familiar songs, dreamed vivid dreams, or felt intuitive nudges. These are not random occurrences. They are signs, signals of the impending divine meeting. They are whispers from the universe, guiding you towards recognition and clarity. In this season of clarity, it's essential to trust the process, to trust that what is meant for you will find you, to trust that what is aligned with you cannot be taken away. The divine timing is perfect, and everything is falling into place, just as it's meant to be. So, as you stand on the brink of this significant breakthrough, remember to cherish this moment. Remember to embrace the journey. Remember to celebrate the divine orchestration of events that led you to this point. Remember, what is meant for you cannot be missed, and what is aligned with you cannot be taken away. Your awaited reunion is already on its way.